'Cause I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Who are you?
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Smartass.
It's the ultimate crossover that we've all been waiting for. But anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites out there, to another very exciting Marvel Games related video, where out of seemingly nowhere, we recently received a brand new exclusive interview with the one and only Yuri Lowenthal, who, as you should all know by now, directly plays our main man Peter Parker in all of the Insomniac Spider-Man games. And not only is this already an incredibly exciting interview alone, simply hearing Yuri Lowenthal talk more in depth about his role as Spider-Man, but we also finally get to hear some in-depth perspective from Yuri himself regarding a very specific factor about all of the Marvel Spider-Man games and what exactly they may mean for the future of where Insomniac is taking the Marvel IP. And in this case, I am referring to none other than the upcoming Marvel's Wolverine, and more importantly, whether or not we could see both Peter Parker and Logan interact at some point within the Insomniac Marvel Universe as both Spider-Man and Wolverine, which I for one am absolutely sure that the majority of Marvel fans out there are certainly hoping that the answer to that question is a resounding yes. But if you're someone like me who's beyond hyped to see what the future of both Spider-Man and Wolverine have when it does come from Insomniac games, then definitely be sure to whip that like button and subscribe to the channel for even more Marvel Games videos like this down the line. So as this news was initially reported by MCU Direct, is that we do have an exclusive interview from Spider-Man PS5 actor Yuri Lowenthal, saying that he thinks Wolverine and Spider-Man have not met each other yet in Insomniac's Marvel Universe. Spider-Man PlayStation 5 voice actor Yuri Lowenthal hinted that fans might get to see Peter Parker and Wolverine meet down the road. Lowenthal, who brings Peter Parker to life in the acclaimed Insomniac Games Spider-Man series, spoke alongside his wife and fellow voice actor Tara Platt, who voices Yuri Watanabe. With Insomniac's highly anticipated Wolverine game set to release in fall 2026, speculation is mounting that the studio may be building toward an interconnected Marvel gaming universe. And if you've been following my channel since day one, you would know that that would be an absolute dream come true for me. And that when speaking with the Direct to promote their new voice acting course, Voice Over Voice Actor, the course, Yuri Lowenthal revealed that, as far as he knows, Spider-Man and Wolverine have yet to cross paths in Insomniac's connected Marvel Universe, where, to quote Yuri himself, I don't think they've met yet. But as a follow-up is that the actor acknowledged the recent confirmation that both heroes exist within the same continuity, but emphasized that, for now at least, their meeting hasn't happened. Though he added, I'd love to see them together. Obviously. Yeah, there's so many things that I'd like to see. Spider-Man and Moon Knight. But I'd love to play Moon Knight and Spider-Man. I know there's so many things my nerdy little heart wants to see. I don't think in this universe they've met each other yet. I would love for them to obviously create opportunities. The Wolverine game was done completely separate. Like, we didn't get to see any of that. We weren't part of any of that process. And so it was kind of like a black box. I'm learning about it basically in real time with you. Now, this entire response from Yuri is extremely interesting for quite a few reasons. For one, it's simply awesome to hear how much of a fan Yuri is not only of Spider-Man, but also of the wider Marvel Universe. And knowing just how much of a diehard fan he is of both Moon Knight and Wolverine simply makes me as a fan equally excited. But more importantly about this response is that I don't think that Yuri would be lying about his potential involvement in any way in regards to Marvel's Wolverine, where based off Yuri's answer, I do think it's safe to say at this point that we will not see any type of physical cameo from Spider-Man appear in any way during the main story of Wolverine PS5. But at the very least, I do think that it would be an insanely missed opportunity if we don't at least hear about any of the major major events that have occurred in Marvel's New York, where that news may have reached all the way over in Madripoor, Canada, and Japan, which are just some of the few locations that we will be visiting as Logan. So no, I don't think that in the situation of Wolverine's game that we are going to see both Logan and Peter team up in the game itself, but I could definitely see some references being dropped here and there throughout Wolverine's story that simply mention the events of Marvel's Spider-Man 1, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and most recently, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And last but not least, which I personally find to be one of the most intriguing things about this interview, is that Yuri is simply stating that while Wolverine and Spider-Man both currently exist in the same Marvel universe, which in case you don't know, the Insomniac Marvel universe has been labeled as Earth 1048, Yuri doesn't currently believe that either Peter, Miles, or Logan have met yet within this universe, but that there's always a chance that we could see an interaction between all of them occur sometime later down the line. And if any of you have seen some of my more recent videos, you may know exactly what I'm referring to. Just in case any of you may have missed some of the more recent industry insider rumors, is that it was previously teased that not only does the heavily rumored standalone spin-off Venom game exist, but it was also recently reported that we may also end up seeing a Wolverine boss fight occur in that standalone Venom game. Which, to connect all that news to this interview, is that that might be the very first step of introducing Wolverine into the more Spider-Man-centric side of Marvel games that Insomniac has already made. We still have no clue exactly how Wolverine's story is going to end up, and what exactly it could mean for the future of either the Insomniac Spider-Man games or Wolverine's own franchise. But if there is a point within Wolverine's story that ends up making Logan return to the United States, which would then fully allow him to end up interacting with Insomniac's Spider-Man in Marvel's New York. It's also been teased in the past by other gaming industry insiders that Wolverine PS5 might take place before Logan joins the X-Men. So not only being able to witness Insomniac games fully build out their own unique Marvel universe in real time is already an extremely exciting notion in and of itself, but being able to watch the overall origin of this Wolverine eventually interact with the already established Peter Parker and Miles Morales as Spider-Man is certainly going to be a crossover for the ages. And if that rumored Wolverine boss fight does end up being true for the heavily rumored Venom game, then I am going to straight up lose my mind. In the meantime, we can only hope for the best possible outcome for the future of both Spider-Man and Wolverine. And I, for one, cannot wait. But with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for all you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think it is that we will eventually see both Spider-Man and Wolverine interact with one another in an Insomniac Marvel game? And once they do end up meeting with one another, how would you want their initial interaction to go? Let me know what you think, be sure to leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel Games videos like this in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, stay merry Marvelites, and until next time, peace out.